Uncle Todd making my day with DC Multiverse Icon, a character I've wanted in action figure form for ages. He's essentially a Superman trope, not to be confused with the DC Icons line. And he kicks off Flicks and Figs 47. So, let's get into the latest action figure news. Grab some figures from your display and let's have a pose and play. Yak ad the yak. Here's Tac Tac. Icon is a being from another planet. He has taken on the form of an African American man and has abilities such as flight, super strength, and invulnerability. He uses these in partnership with Rocket, a human teenager using his alien technology to protect the people of the fictional city of Dakota. Apparently this will be a McFarlane Store exclusive, so it will be interesting to see how this figure is available in the UK. And hopefully we will get his partner Rocket in action figure form at some point as well.
And the inclusion of a cloth cape here is really nice. Hopefully it has wiring in it. I think McFarlane figures do have that on their DC Multiverse line, and Icon in his first classic look would also be great in the DC Multiverse line at some point. And we mentioned Icon being a troupe of Superman, and here's a look at classic Superman from DC Multiverse, McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Fleischer Superman. Pre-orders go live on the 29th of January at around noon Eastern Standard Time. And all we need now is a 1/12 or maybe 1/10 scale green car for him to smash into the side of a wall like the classic comic cover art. And sticking with DC, Mafex give us a look at the Hush version of the Riddler, and he's begun releasing in Japan, so should be over here very soon. And in the spirit of the Riddler, here's a riddle about a famous Marvel character, with claws made of adamantium and senses so sharp, I am fierce in battle and often invisible. Who I am? Well, of course it's Wolverine. And going from the Riddler to his arch-nemesis Batman the Caped Crusader, we have a look at Chaos 1/12 Dark Knight figure, so it's a way to get a third-party Frank Miller-style Dark Knight Batman, particularly if you missed out on the Mezco 1/12 versions which now go for a pretty penny. And that's not the only 1/12 Batman or third-party style Batman available, as there's also the FX1 TDKR Batman. The skies of Gotham will be filled with Caped Crusader. This TDKR Bats has a magnetic chest piece for the Bat emblem, so it's another option for your DC Dark Knight display. It's Frank Miller time.
And feel free to let me know your thoughts about any action figures in the video comments below. And please do smash that like button, comment and subscribe. And feel free to become a channel member to unlock exclusive content.
And from DC to Marvel, CT Toys posted this image and it's of Hellverine. Now I'm not sure if this is an add-on kit for the existing CT Toys brown suit Wolverine, or if it's going to be a whole new figure in the CT Mafex style based on the character Hellverine, but as soon as more info becomes available I'll update in a video.
And it also seems CT Toys can do whatever Spider can. More info to come on these images in the future, no doubt. And from a CT Toys black suit Spiderman, we go to Mafex Black Panther.
And the MCU version of Black Panther is releasing now from Mafex in Japan, and that's another release that should be arriving on our shores soon. And of course the comic version of Black Panther has teamed up with many heroes including Wolverine. And Hellverine is a mix of Wolverine and Ghost Rider, and later in the series Daken and Ghost Rider, and that seems like a character based in horror. And speaking of horror, let's turn our attention to the Patriot Studio 1/12 Beret Instructor.
Thanks Sonia. And the Patriot Studio 1/12 Beret Instructor could be arguably inspired by Jack Krauser from Resident Evil 4. A character I always liked the look of from that game, and he has two looks. A more monstrous version as well as this military, more human version shown here. This will be available via 5K Toys and apparently release in the next couple of months. I don't know what the quality of Patriot Studio are like. So if you have any figures by that company, let me know in the comments below. And it's definitely a character that you could fit in with your Mezco 1/12 Joes. We have had a few third-party Resident Evil inspired characters now. It would be nice to get some official ones. Jada Toys would be the obvious choice due to their relationship with Capcom and making action figures based on Capcom properties. I'd personally buy a Jada Toys Resident Evil 4 Jack Krauser figure. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And feel free to let me know your thoughts about any action figures in the video comments below. And please do smash that like button, comment and subscribe. And feel free to become a channel member to unlock exclusive content.
Thanks Mark. And Resident Evil is all about zombies and monsters, and from more mature monsters to heroes who fight monsters, in particular Kamen Rider. Now I've mentioned this before, but Kamen Rider is like a more adult version of Power Rangers. It's very good, and there's a wealth of different looking Kamen Rider characters to choose from in SH Figuarts action figure form.
The Kamen Rider character is essentially a grasshopper-based hero who rides a motorcycle and battles monsters. I guess if you took Ant-Man, gave him a motorcycle, took the Power Rangers, and their villains stuck it all in a blender and turned it on, Kamen Rider would come out as the result. Wow. And from Kamen Rider, which involved a lot of martial arts, to Loose Collector and Burning Hammer, and here we get a look at various poses that the figure can be put in, including the crane from the Karate Kid and a dragon punch from Street Fighter 2. So he should be able to get into all sort of poses for some great toy photography.
So have you got any figures from Loose Collector? If so, which ones? Will you be picking up these Burning Hammer figures? They look like a great bunch of traditional martial artists, and they might work really well in a display with some Marvel Legends street-level heroes, such as Daredevil, or Spiderman of Iron Fist, and Luke Cage from the recent 2-pack.
And available to pre-order at Emporium of Cool, the Barbarian in 1/12 scale. And this figure has featured before in a previous episode of Flicks and Figs, and comes from Nightmare Studio. So we go from Burning Hammer martial arts to barbarian warriors on the battlefield of your action figure display.
This powerful warrior wears highly detailed armor, comes with 2 interchangeable heads, and has 4 different weapons to wield, as well as interchangeable hands. Sculpted and painted with great care to capture every nuance of his savage personality, he's even tattooed.
And we mentioned Emporium of Cool, and that segues nicely into some shoutouts, including Emporium of Cool. So for all the latest Marvel Legends news and reviews, check out Dan Who Reviews. And all these great YouTube channels and independent action figure retailers, including Emporium of Cool, where the 1/12 Barbarian is available for pre-order. And we saw Loose Collector before with the Burning Hammer series, and the Barbarian from Nightmare Studio looks like he could take on a few of the Loose Collector Crypt Wolves, and they are available again on Big Bad Toy Store. And these are some very imposing werewolf action figures. Have you got them in your collection?
Thanks Libby and Sonia. So I'm hoping to get Loose Collector Rob Liefeld Cabotstone from Bloodstrike. Essentially knockoff Cable. And I missed out on the Operation Monster Force Werewolf with a minigun. So this is a nice option from Loose Collector for a more stripped back werewolf.
And from Black and White Werewolves from Loose Collector, we turn our attention to a black and white Mesco 1/12 Gomez, in the style of Marlon Brando from On the Waterfront, I'm guessing? D Amazing posted a video looking at this Gomez, and he's stacked with accessories and a bike. He's probably gone to waitlist already, but let me know in the comments below, are you collecting Rumble Society?
And sticking with the black and white theme, here we have a look at the Sentinel Fighting Armor Punisher in War Machine armor, which is available to pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. So if you want to add an armored up Frank Castle to your collection, here you go. And feel free to let me know what you plan to pre-order in the comments below. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff.
And Frank Castle is a man who battled his own demons when his family died to become the Punisher. And speaking of demons, here we get a look at the SH Figuarts Demon Slayer Akaza. Now I know absolutely nothing about this figure, so in the spirit of Robo, tac don't know. But it's got a gorgeous design, and the tattoo work on the pale white skin tone is particularly striking. Pre-orders for this figure start February 3rd, 2025. And let me know in the comments below what you think of Demon Slayer. Have you seen it? Have you got any figures from the series so far?
So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Flicks and Figs. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And until next time, enjoy those flicks and figs.